The Attorney General was very clear a while ago. The Auditor General is to say which section she is submitting these reports under. The Attorney General has indicated that if it is under 29, she can do it for special reports and she can do it for annual reports.
Bless up my people. Welcome back to the channel. It's a girl and Isabel Rose. Thanks for all the new subscribers. Thanks to the returning subscribers. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn the post notification bell on, put it on all so you won't miss an upload from me. On the road to 20k, help me to get there, my people. So in this one, my people, I'll share the Attorney General opinion on tabling of reports from the Integrity Commission as well as the Auditor General. And we're seeing two advocates coming out saying that Juliet Holness has erred in the handling of reports. Some people, her ruling was contrary to the law, basically. Stay tuned for the details at hand. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Run over to my other platform. Subscribe over there. Get that channel to 1K for me, please and thanks. Some people following Juliet Holness sitting on the Attorney General opinion for approximately 7 months and counting, my people. I'm about to share what the opinion of the Attorney General is as it pertains to tabling of reports from the Auditor General. We had seen where the former House Speaker Marissa Dalrymple-Philibert wasn't clear on tabling of reports as well, and she had sought advice from the Solicitor General Marlene Aldred, and she stated that the established practice for tabling reports from the Integrity Commission was not in breach of the Act or standing orders. And we're seeing where Dalrymple later went on for more clarity from the Attorney General Derek McCoy since last year, 2023. And in that opinion, he stated that the Act and the standing orders do not regulate the manner in which Parliament receives and tables reports from the Integrity Commission, nor the Oversight Committee considers reports before or after tabling in-house. Want to hear that? He says these are in power of Parliament to determine by its existing procedures. He argues that the Speaker may table the reports before or after submitting them to the Oversight Committee. He further argues that if the House desires greater clarity and certainty on the treatment of reports to Parliament, this may be achieved by publishing a guide on the tabling of reports. As it pertains to the Auditor General, the Solicitor General Marlene Aldred was the one to opine. She says the Auditor General has the discretion to utilize either Section 29 or Section 30 of the Financial Administration and Audit, that's the FAA Act. Section 29 of the Act calls for the reports to be tabled in the House of Representatives as soon as possible. The Solicitor General says this section applies to annual reports and special reports from the Auditor General. She notes that if utilizing Section 30, the Auditor General can submit reports on the examination and audit of accounts audited by a public body. According to Section 30 of the FAA Act, such reports must first be sent to the portfolio minister. If the minister fails to present the report to the House within 2 months of receiving it, a copy must be sent to the Speaker to be tabled. Upon receipt of the Solicitor General's opinion, Legislative Counsel to the Houses of Parliament, Lee Andrea Wilson, gave further advice to the House Speaker. This was shared in a letter dated November 7, 2023. She stated that she agreed with the Solicitor General's opinion on the treatment of Sections 29 and 30 of the FAA Act. The Legislative Council says indeed it is clear that Section 29 deals with annual reports and special reports on any matter incidental to his powers and duties under this Act. She also agrees that under Section 30, If she thinks fit, the Auditor General may audit the accounts of public bodies and must also do the same if the House of Representatives so directs. However, she says consideration must be given to the inclusion of sections 30 and 31 in the FAA Act, which specifically refer to public bodies. These sections empower the Auditor General to audit public bodies and direct the treatment of such reports. The Legislative Council found that the inclusion of sections 30 and 31 must have been deliberate as by their very definition and structure, public bodies are independent of the government service. She says they are self-governing, guided by their own boards, have their own internal and external auditors, and are answerable only to the minister in certain instances. Using these opinions, Mrs. Holness in November 2023 directed that the reports from the Auditor General dealing with public bodies must first be sent to the portfolio minister before being tabled in the House of Representatives, which in way, according to her ruling, my people, that can only be done under Section 30, which notes that the Auditor General can submit reports on the examination and audit of accounts audited by a public body. And according to Section 30 of the FAA Act, such reports must first be sent to the portfolio minister. So the two that was sent to Parliament of annual reports, my people, was ticked off under Section 29, and so therefore they must be tabled right away and not be sent to any portfolio minister. And so I want to refresh your memory with what she said after she had received those instructions.
And I will continue to table the reports accordingly to previously established practice for the time being. Nevertheless, in the interest of good governance, I urge this House and strongly urge this House to act quickly to review the relevant legislation to remove any ambiguity or gaps in the process. Thank you.
And so right now, my people, we're seeing two advocates. Executive Director Juliet Calder from the Jamaica Accountability Meter, as well as public commentator Carol Narcisse believes the revelation of the Attorney General's opinion regarding the handling of reports from the Integrity Commission and Auditor General that the Speaker of the House, Juliet Holness, diverged from the normal practice.
I must admit, as much as I had concerns from day one, there was some comfort that I took initially in the Speaker's November 7th statement when she says that the opinion I formed, and I'm quoting here, was a strongly formed one because it was supported in every way by the Attorney General's chambers and the Parliament's legal counsel. Now I'm asking the question, having read the Attorney General's opinion, can we now say that the decision that the Speaker took was supported by what we read this morning?
I'm asking you that question.
The answer is where I began, George.
Which is
and
what?
I said no. Even before Mrs. Holness became the Speaker, this opinion that I just read had been provided to the former Speaker. So we have two speakers who got this advice, and both speakers went contrary to the advice, to the Constitution, and contrary to the FAA Act, and we need to know why. The Attorney General was very clear a while ago. The Auditor General is to say which section she is submitting these reports under. The Attorney General has indicated that if it is under 29, she can do it for special reports and she can do it for annual reports. You can check those two boxes. The Auditor General has done that and has always. The Attorney General is therefore telling us once that is covered, then the Speaker of the House has to, as soon as possible, table those reports when she gets them. That has not been happening.
The Speaker, despite advice from the Attorney's Chamber that advises government on matters of law, despite the concerns and questions raised by members of the opposition, despite concerns and questions raised by members of the public and by civil society organizations, the speakers the former and the current, proceeded on a path that veered dramatically from what they were advised by the Attorney General and what they ought to have read and understood in the respective laws that exist. So it's an appropriate change in tone, given that the country has been subjected to a wholly unnecessary change of course from what had been both law and convention.
Some people now wonder why she took so long to share this opinion, or why she held it so close to her and never wanted to share it any at all. Because based on what I've read and understand, that she diverged definitely. She went contrary to, what the opinion basically said. And the Auditor General has the power to send reports under 2 sections of the FAA Act. And that's section 29 and 30 outlined in, this opinion. And so she had sent those 2 reports under section 29, which must be tabled ASAP once they go to the Parliament and not to be sent to any portfolio minister. So should we take it then that this was a deliberate act by Juliet Holness, or she just doesn't understand the whole runnings of the Parliament or being in the seat of the House Speaker? I want to tell me what I think my people based on everything that was said in this video. And I dropped a video from before and, letting you guys know that Mark Golden even suggested that he thinks that, her ruling went contrary to the opinion of the Attorney General. And some people want to talk up and make me on a reason. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Run go over to my other platform, Instagram and Facebook, and follow me over there at Anisabel Rose. Check out the YouTube store, make a purchase, it goes in support of the channel. Check out the YouTube membership. You get a lot of benefits by becoming a member. Only a small fee per month to become a member of the Anisabel Rose movement. We do notification shout out in each and every video to be a part of that. All you have to do is be the first to like, comment, subscribe, and you'll be featured in the following video to come. This notification shout out goes to Tyler Davis. Big up yourself, Tyler. Thanks for the continued support from each and every subscriber. New viewers, come on board, journey with me, join the family. Subscribe to the channel, like up the videos, share out the videos. Support the ABR movement by playing your part on the road to 20k. Help me to get there, my people. Get this video to at least 3,000 likes. Stay tuned for more videos, stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.